to our pay-per-view special. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. This, the site of our championship fight. Scheduled for 12 rounds in the light heavyweight division between these two great warriors. Carlson's coming down to the ring, and you can tell with that zip in his step that he plans on this one being a spectacular evening for him. He's on his way to the ring. You can see it in his eyes. You just know he's got that feeling tonight. I'm on a mission, listen, built a home for kitchen, we still tripping, heaters, get your parents' permission.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Magic Man Carlson. His adversary, fighting out of the red corner, the Executioner.
All right, fellas, let's have a good clean fight. Touch him up, let's go.
Round 1 of 12. Teddy, it seems very simple. I mean, we're watching a guy here that moves his head, and it seems very simple that, hey, don't get hit. Get out of the way of a punch is the easiest way to defend yourself. But can you get caught up in that when you have good head movement of thinking that's the only way to go?
Yeah, you know, that's a good point. You can become like a basketball player who's a really good dribbler. You forget to shoot the darn ball. You make them miss, you better make them pay.
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Halfway through round number 1. Good defensive skill with the block by Magic Man. Putting his punches together, landing 2 shots there. Good-looking counter punch. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of him. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
Final 10 seconds. Finds his target again. Carlson's corner has to feel good about what they just saw. I looked at the punch stats, and you can see that he was able to land more punches than his opponent. And Teddy, I mean, there are a lot of facets as to how you score a round. But at the end of the day, most people are going to go with the guy who landed more punches in a clean, effective way.
Yeah, exactly, especially if the other guy is not throwing enough. And right now, that's what's going on.
We always see great athletes week in and week out, but Teddy, what sport do you think can produce the best boxers?
Well, believe it or not, basketball. Everybody would say football. We saw Too Tall Jones. He got demolished by little guys. We saw Gastineau. He got demolished. We saw Highsmith. He got demolished. A lot of football players haven't done well, but basketball...
Oh, that's gotta hurt. The Executioner stunned, and he is hurt. Excellent uppercut by Magic Man. He was on wobbly legs not long ago. Now he's got his feet back under him.
What is that, a chin, or is that Mount Rushmore?
Blocks that punch. The Executioner's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Good double jab by Magic Man. Committed to the combination punching down. It's working out well up top. nice strike after catching one by the executioner. Good looking counter punch. Carlson's corner is going to really need to step up and handle that swelling. So the round comes to its conclusion, and it's a round in which our man here, as he heads back, was really tagged pretty solid. So if you're the trainer in the corner, what's your approach?
Well, you know, that's a great question. My approach is that I have to remind him that he's on common ground. He's probably going to think he's in a place where he's never been before, but I'm going to remind him, hey, remember you got hurt in the gym? And then give him something to correct the problem. You know, tell him some technical thing that he needs to hear.
Blocks that punch. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Oh, the executioner's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Well, that's the classic wet noodle foundation right there. He's on wobbly legs.
Yeah, and it's not al dente. It's really, really wet noodles.
Way to block there. A nice, crisp hook after a fine defensive effort. He is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test here.
Yeah, Joe, a test that will serve him in the future. If he goes on to win this fight, which I think he will, he's going to take what he learned here today, what he gained here today, and it's going to serve him as he moves forward in his career.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Parries that punch away. Carlson's been controlling his own destiny, but now things are out of his control when it comes to the swelling between rounds here. It all comes down to how good of a job your cornerman can do.
Yes, it is. And it's in your control a little bit. I disagree with you a little bit. You can't panic. That's in your control. You don't want to panic if you're the fighter. And you don't want to take any more incoming. Take no more blows on that. You know, give it a chance where the ice can do its job, the end swell, the guys can do their job. Don't go out the next round and get hit 10 punches on that same spot. That's not going to help you.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Well, maybe one of the most impressive characteristics and traits in all of boxing. We're seeing it on display here. He has an iron chin. Well, what do they say, Teddy? Something's got to stick. That combination was something.
Well, you know what it was? The first couple punches were throwaway punches, set up the later punches.
Look at him put his punches together. Showing you some defense there with the block. To go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. Good return fire that time. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Able to show you his blocking ability. Carlson's got to think about defense after being swollen in that last round.
punch, okay? Throw, more punch, jab, jab, hook. That.
Another round, will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Carlson's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
Joe, this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
Lead him to the punch.
And another shot comes in. Every gym's got one of those double-ended backs, right? They give you the movement. You got to hit that moving target, work on your accuracy. He's making it so that his opponent never had to work on one, Teddy. He's just sitting right there, right in front. No head movement whatsoever.
No, not at all. He didn't have one in his gym, that's for sure, because he just does not know how to move his head. The old timers would say he gets insulted if you miss him.
Carlson's doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard. That means the guy is throwing hard back at him.
Nice block by Magic Man. Carlson's doing an extraordinary job of never giving his opponent the chance to get back in this fight. Just like we saw in that last round there. He's way up on your scorecard.
Yeah, I have way up, and more importantly, you touched on it. It's the kind of fight he wants. You know, it's in his element. It's sort of in his pool, so to speak, his waters. You know, it's an outside fight. It's a jabbing fight. Everything he likes.
Carlson's doing a great job on the inside, keeping busy, landing shots. Carlson's making for a trainer's dream right now. Picking his shots, Teddy. Selecting when, where, and being very accurate.
Yeah, the old timers would say he's a real sharpshooter. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not missing much.
Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Throws a counter punch there. Boy, that's a big gash there on the cheek. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round.
I made the list.
Super two-punch combo by Magic Man. The executioner is making for a very inviting target right now. That cut is much worse than it was just moments ago.
What he has to do is he's got to be elusive right now. He's got to get on his horse a little bit and give those medicines that will put into the cut a chance to work a little bit. But also, he's got to slow his opponent down. Catch him with something so he doesn't keep going after that eye.
Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Good-looking counter punch. against his opponent. Oh, and he goes down. First knockdown tonight. Somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Showing you some defense there with the block. I don't know what was said to him in the corner, but now he's the busier man.
And he needs to be before any more time goes by.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Blocks the headshot. Combination punching by Magic Man. Carlson's doing it just the way he wants to do it, and that last round kind of sums up the whole fight. In complete control, he's up on the scorecards, heading towards another victory.
And he's up on my scorecard. Now he just has to be careful that he doesn't get careless, he doesn't get reckless.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. The Executioner's in a bad spot right now. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on? Gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Able to show you his blocking ability. There it is! He is damaged badly there. A sweet, fast hook floors him. Able to get up to his feet after that knockdown, but Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Gets rid of that body shot. Carlson's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Carlson's doing really well on the outside. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
And he pulls the trigger again. Carlson's putting together punch stats tonight that fall right in line with what his strategy is. Outside fighter, throwing lots of jabs, landing lots of jabs.
Well, what it is the jab is the table setter. And the jab tonight has set up the table where he's been able to eat whenever he's wanted.
The executioner's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe. You know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway. The cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Oh, he doesn't look good at all right now, Teddy. Not at all. We saw him knocked down earlier, and now you can see him damaged. You knew the swelling was bad. Now you see the result. The ref stepping in, stopping this fight. That's a TKO.
Your winner and new champion of the world, Magic Man Carlson.
Carlson's got the ultimate title and new champion.
And that's just what he was waiting to hear.
For Teddy